good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you folks are. Just doing a little smudge here. Happy Saturday. Today is November 7th, I believe. Yes, November 7th. Woo! 2020. Today is a phenomenal day for those of us that are here. And yeah, so today is a day of, not only did it rain here in San Diego, California, where I live, but it's a day of cleansing. It's a day of many changes, a huge shift in energy, as well as a whole new sense of freedom. My mantra, the mantra I speak to myself and to many people around me, is freedom. Freedom is a mantra that, we all have our own mantras. We all have our own beliefs and what we love, like, and, the things we all want in our life. But to me, ultimate freedom is something where I have the choice to choose, the opportunities to choose what's best for myself, my family, and for all of evolution. When I say that, that means that when I want something, or when I am asking the universe for wonderful things to help me through my spiritual journey, but also through the lives, that come into my life, to also bless them with the blessings that they maybe don't even know exist, that are out there. Hi, Kate. Good morning. Good afternoon, wherever you are. And in many ways, I've been like this most of my life, always praying for not just myself, but for others, because, sorry, my phone telling me that my show is on. Story of my life. But the big thing about it for me too is that I've always wished for whatever I've had, I want for everybody else as well, because man, half the stuff when I do get it, it's like I give it away anyways. Everybody should have that wonderful feeling of, joy, even if it's just for a little bit, and it kicks you and it pole vaults you to the next level of joy in your life, and you're able to keep that up. Sometimes that's all that we need. Sometimes we get that bump up in our life, or that word of advice, or that happy trigger, or that energy that shifts because somebody said the kind word, or we've seen the right sentence, or we read the right book, or even in a movie, even growing up in a movie. I remember, total example, Practical Magic, one of my all-time favorite movies. And, you feel this energy, you feel this sensation of like, dude, that totally resonates with my life. You're like, hi, good morning, Marianne. You feel those energies of like, wow, I mean, I'm living it. I feel like I'm in the story. We become inspired by the things around us. It gets into our imagination. Those that have these wild imaginations, such as myself, even growing up, having those invisible friends, which were actually spirit, but, those kind of things that we just really don't talk about growing up. And it was really funny because now that I look back, I can laugh at it now, right? Back then I was like, ah! I just kind of was like not aware, completely unaware, right? Whatever. So when we grow and we're able to have those aha moments of inspiration, whether it may be through a friend, through even through like a cup of tea, or even a drink that you have, like, okay, I love mango margaritas. That's my deal, man. That's my jam. I love a good mango margarita. It takes me to a place of like, and I don't drink very often, but say Keith and I, we go out and I have like a mango margarita. It's like, for whatever reason, the universe is saying, you know what? Yeah, the universe and my grandmother, right? It says to me, you know what, Carla, have a drink. Because it takes me to another place of not just relaxation, because it's good tequila, but at the same time, it's kind of like, it's a happy place. It almost takes you out of your, not out of your reality, but it takes you out of your comfort zone to be able to think outside the box. Like normally for people that don't drink, okay, or say, even if you were to drink a cup of tea, like when I went with Coven on Halloween Day. It was beautiful out there. And there was this one tea, I can't remember what it was called, because we tried so many different teas. You finish one tea, they bring you more teas, whatever. And it was super cool because it was really, really, it was really awesome because, Jerry, you're not cool, man. Take that business somewhere else. Out of respect for, what we do here. I'm sure, Jerry, if you get your own show, you could totally do what you want to do. But, that's just bad karma. That's bad juju, man. You just don't do it. Spiritual laws. Get the book. But anyways, so what we do is sometimes even like I said, when I was with the coven, the tea that we had, it was just super, super duper amazing. It was one of those things where you just really enjoy the time that you're with the people. But at the same time, when you look at it, the tea was just like out of this world. It was something that I had never had before. The mixtures that they had, it was so like just the whole ambiance. It takes you to a different time, a much simpler time. It takes you to somewhere where you're just like out of your comfort zone. It's something you would never do. Like I would never go to a tea place. Honestly, I would never go to a tea place. But it was super amazing. It was super amazing. So it's just those certain things in our lives that we go somewhere, like we all of a sudden we discover a new store. We go to the mall, we discover the store. Perfect example, I went to the mall a couple years ago because I really don't do malls. But it was called Expectations something, but they had all this cool, super stuff in there. Amazing stuff. And I bought a lot of my stuff that was in there, a lot of spiritual stuff, but at the same time, they had like really beautiful, I bought a necklace there. It's just, it takes you back to a place where you're just like, you've never been before, but it seems familiar. I mean, it's kind of like a aha moment, like a deja vu or like in another time of your life or something. So anyways, it's those moments that we really have to embrace. We look at those lovely moments where we don't realize, it's just like I explained before. Sometimes we look at a video. Perfect example. We look at a video and we're just kind of like, oh, it doesn't resonate. It's kind of like, whatever. We don't pay attention to it, whatever. And then we look at it again. We watch it maybe a couple years down the road, whatever. And all of a sudden, boom, something in there triggers us. It catches our attention, right? It catches our attention and we're like, holy crap, I've seen this video before. Just like rewatching a movie all over again. That you've just like, I missed that part. And then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, now the story makes so much more sense. So this is what we do when we go through life sometimes when we're switching through different dimensions or we're just really not tuned in to what that message is at that time and that date, right? I mean, or what's going on in our lives. That activation is not meant for us at that time. I have learned that many times over. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that have watched something and you're just kind of like, oh, wow, this is super weird. You're like, this is really weird that, you're just like, I was so happy. I wanted to see it. Like you go to the movie theater and you're like, I'm so stoked. I want to see this movie. You go see it and you're like, ew, it wasn't what I thought it was. Next thing you know, it comes on, TV, whatever. And you sit down and you watch it and you're like, holy crap, it was so much better. It was so much better than what what you originally had. You're like, you just weren't tuned in at that moment. You just weren't ready for those activations, those messages, for that scenario or whatever. Trust me, the universe is super, super in tune to what you're ready for at that time, what you're ready for, the activation, all those kind of things. You may get a little bit of the activation, but you may not get every bit in piece of that activation. Thank you guys for sharing, Kate. I really appreciate you. Hi, Louise. So this is really great because today brings new with getting closer to the new 11/11 portal. Sorry, my allergies are really bad right now. It rained last night. So with that, to me, hi Tracy, Miha. So with the rain coming the way that it did, Keith says, oh yeah, it's gonna rain. And I was like, oh wow, okay, let's do it. And man, it poured last night. I got up this early this morning and I had to go get Gypsy because she was like, I don't know, getting ready to get out the rowboat. Gypsy's my dog. But she was just kind of like, whoa, she was standing there looking at all the rain coming down. I'm like, so I brought her in like at 3:00 this morning. the witching hour. And it was super cute because when I looked outside, it was dark, but it was very beautiful. There was a peacefulness about outside, meaning to me, the reflection that I had on it was great change is coming. And with great change, when great change comes, it means that the old is going to be washed away. A lot of those old ways of thinking, that peace is just around the corner. Now, however we, in our own lives, however we look at peace in our own home, in ourselves, in the things that we do, however we find peace is very different for each and every one of us. I'm really big on meditation. I'm really big on gratitude. I'm really big on reaching out to other people, meaning helping to heal, through doing my mediumship, also joining other groups, like Kathy, going to do the Reiki group and those kind of things, giving back however best that I possibly can, even though we're in limited, like we're not able, because of the whole COVID thing, we're not able to really truly reach out how we used to before. But when it comes to reaching out and helping others, even just to send a little text messages, hey, you know what, just thinking about you, just sending you some love, is a beautiful thing. We don't need to do such big, huge, grand, it doesn't need to be such a big, I went and did this, bought you this and bought. No, man. Sometimes right now in the world, especially right now in this season, getting closer to holidays, people really, really struggle. Okay. Holidays are just not the best of times for some people. And it's unfortunate, but then again, so are other times throughout the year, So when we send out that love, we send out that healing energy, and we send out those higher vibrational, white healing light to those around us, even to the ones that we don't know. I mean, that heals. It's a ripple. You put your finger in the water and the ripple effect takes off. Doing a video, like I said, shooting a text message, calling somebody, because sometimes text messages become so impersonal at times. But sending out those messages to people, just reaching out, just showing that love, that, hey, you know what, I am thinking of you. Those people that may be going through a personal struggle, but just really aren't open about it. Or they may be okay, but they just may need, hey, whatever. It's a beautiful thing. Sometimes, the universe will bring you that message. Somebody pops into your mind and all of a sudden you're like, dang, I wonder how they're doing. You know what? Go ahead and send that message. Send that text message or whatever. It's about taking that step and moving forward and continuing to send the healing out, because you know what, that may give them a ripple effect to be able to reach out to somebody else as well. Understand? I mean, you know what I mean, right? So anyways, I didn't really have a topic for today's show, but when I look at the energy of today, this morning, oh my gosh, I went online, my sister, my cousins, they're just kind of like, oh my gosh, have you seen, and I'm laughing. I'm laughing. Either way, whichever way that this whole election thing goes, it is what it is. You know what? I know people hate that saying, it is what it is, but let's look at the energy. This morning when I woke up, I feel this great lift off of my shoulders. Of course, and the world seemed much softer. It's an energy that is absolutely, when I close my eyes and my third eye, I can actually see. It's like a white mist that is forming around the earth, and it is a very thick in certain areas. It is a high vibrational energy that a lot of the light workers are using to heal. The light workers that have been holding the white light this entire time. And now it's actually starting to move higher, and it's becoming much thicker. And the resonation of the vibration, excuse me, is extremely relaxing. This morning when I woke up, even when I sat and I did my meditation, it was very lovely. It was almost like, it's like, you know what, when you get in that sensation, like right now I'm rocking, because spirit's just like, it's like rocking a baby. This morning, a lot of people woke up, and it's just kind of like a bunch of people become cuddled. Like right now, I can see three spirits here, three, and they're just like, it's like everybody, like angels. Everybody has an angel wrapped around them, and in this loving energy is a lot of people are being healed today. A lot of lower icky vibrational energies are actually being healed. People are going to become one again. People are going to reach out. People are going to understand that, you know what? I hate to say it, but these past 4 years, they had to happen. They had to happen. That energy had to happen. Those. I mean, you got to hit rock bottom. You got to hit rock bottom. I know there's some other people that want to think otherwise. But when I look at the bigger picture of everything, I'm still rocking. Angels are just loving me. See, I'm like so relaxed right now. Each and every one of you may feel the energy. You may want to. Hi, Julie. You may want to rock yourself. It's kind of like being rocked, just being held like a newborn baby. It's that energy of love and flow, healing. That energy just that continues to just that ripple effect. The healers, the light workers are able to really just set that vibration, that energy, and they're able to take those energies, those lower vibrational energies just from you and pull them out. Just like this. You could probably feel a little tingling in your forehead, your third eye. Just those kind of energies come out. The lightness in the air. Just pulling that stuff out. That energy that just continues to flow. It becomes natural. We all become healed in one way or another. That energy. As we just pull it out. And we no longer accept the things that insult our entire being. Because all we feel is love. All we feel is love. All we feel is forgiveness, gratitude. As it becomes much lighter, the energy flows. My cauldron is getting full today. We release those energies. We freely release them. There is no judgment. And we understand that sometimes we just have to release, to understand, or maybe just to not even try and fulfill it by understanding, just letting it be. That's the hardest thing. A lot of people they can't do that. They can't just let things be. I'm one of them. So we release those energies. We move those energies to another level. We shift them to where they no longer take us. Out of our comfort zone, meaning sometimes we're stuck in a hateful thought, or we're stuck in one of those emotions that just doesn't do it doesn't do justice to our heart. It doesn't let our heart grow. It stunts the growth in our heart. But at the same time, it also holds us back from everything else that the universe wants to bring us when it comes to love, standing in our truth, and standing in our power. We understand that sometimes when we look at certain people, right away we become judgmental because of what they wear or how they look or their hair or their makeup or certain things like that. The day is going to come where we're able to get past that. It's not about all that stuff, that whole judging the book by its cover, right? Judging the book by its cover. If some of you people had met me years ago before this transition, before I stepped into my power, a lot of you probably wouldn't recognize me. I'm sure a lot of you would probably be like, oh, you know what? She's like super, super sweet. But I was very angry. Certain times, certain things. You know, the job was very stressful. The job was overbearing at times. When we forget our power, when we don't stand in our heart and carry that love, that unconditional love, not just for ourselves, but for the ones around us, for our families, for all of evolution, we lose our power. We forget who we are. We lose our footing. So we have to forgive ourselves for those times, for those moments. We learn the lesson and we move forward. Very releasing. So we reach out to those around us in our community, to our friends. We even step into the power of being able to join other groups that will help to teach us. They become our teachers. They become the ones that help to guide us along our path. Sometimes and people are not, sometimes they're not meant to stay on our journey. You know, some people say we come to people in our lives that are either here to make us or break us. I don't believe in that. I believe every person that comes into our lives is a teacher. Some people may say they were a lesson, but now I can actually stand here and we'll sit here and say, every person that comes into my life is a teacher. They're here to teach me something, not necessarily about them, but about myself. So a lot of people, I feel, and I believe, Spirit has told me that a lot of people are actually going to start looking at themselves and how they've acted with these past 4 years, especially this last year. How have we transitioned? How have we moved forward in our life? How has it affected me, and how has it helped me to grow? How has it helped me to become a better person, to become a better, a more, not even necessarily a spiritual being, but how has it helped me to propel me and my family forward? How has it helped me to become a better person inside and out? A lot of people are going to be doing the inner work, where the light workers here and now have been doing this for a long time, even way before my time stepping into my power. Can you close the door, please? Get her here, please. I'm sorry, my dog just went out of my room. Gypsy, come. Ha! Gypsy, come. She's like, I don't care about you and your show or your life. See, this is what I'm going to ask Gypsy. See, she needs to listen to this show. She needs to listen to the show. You know why? Because what she's saying to me right now is that I ain't stepping into your power. I'm not helping you make this right. She doesn't. Oh, here she comes. She's just tired, man. The rain got her all discombobbled, and she's just like, I don't care about your life. I don't care about your show. I don't care about what you got going on. This is just me. Take me or leave me. She's funny. She doesn't even care. That's Keith, anyways. So anyways, my question to you guys is like, how have you noticed your family? I mean, any questions, comments, concerns? Oh yeah, Louise, she doesn't care about my life. She's like, you know what? Whatever. So this is my question to you guys, is that how have you felt? Like, I mean, I know there's been times of like, oh my God, the heck is going on? You know, people have lost their minds. They've lost their shit. I mean, let's just call it as it is. And when you look at that energy, it's kind of like, it triggered you. It triggered you. And, you know, there's this other guy that I like to watch. Oh, Kate says, hi, Keith. There's this guy. I think he's brilliant. He's wonderful. We tuned into him a while ago. His name is Matt Kahn. M-A-T-T, and his last name is K-A-H-N. He is in charge of, he's another light worker healer. I believe he too channels alien messages, that kind of thing. I believe he's very strong in his ability. He's just absolutely wonderful. And his thing is all about love, unconditional love, and how he's become the person that he is today. In his way of thinking, he says, you know what? Unless it happens in front of me and I watch it from beginning to end, it never happened. Unless it happened in front of me, it never happened. And the reason why, and when he said that, I thought to myself, I'm like, okay. So I'm watching, you know, this is before, okay, 2 years ago. I was watching all this crap on the news, all this other stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, blah blah blah, this is horrible. Let's keep in mind, yes, there are things that are going around the world that are just they're just not. It's not right. Things happen, and we feel we become many different emotions, fear, sadness, all of these lower vibrational energies because of things that we don't like to see people suffer. Okay, we don't as humans. If you are truly human, I guess you could say that you know what, we don't like to see the suffering. Okay, poof, that's it. Animals, suffering of animals, humans, all evolution. Light workers, empaths, super big deal. Okay. Anyways, when we look at certain things around the world, okay, we look at the news, and the news, of course, we all know it is what it is. So, okay, it's just like when you go into school, that one thing, I don't know, they teach you, how rumors get started, that kind of thing. You say one thing, you got say you got a dozen people, one sitting right here, the other one that person starts saying something like, I don't know, Tim has a red car. Next thing you know, it goes down the next person, they tell that same statement, and it shifts, it changes. People add stuff to it, blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop, and then by the time it gets down to the 12th person, it says, Tim just jacked a red car, and he's driving down the freeway in LA, high-speed chase, all the police officers are around, and, whatever. I mean, it becomes a story that all it went from was like, Tim is driving or Tim has a red car, whatever it may be. Okay. So anyways, I'm not saying, everybody has their own beliefs. It's all free will. But at the same time, let's keep in mind that love is real. Love is an emotion that each and every one of us feel from the moment we are born. That's all that we know. That's all that we know. And it's unconditional love. It has nothing to do with, oh my gosh, I love you because you're my mom and you nurture me. No. It's unconditional love because that's all that we know when we're born. And when we're raised, we're taught to, unfortunately, learn some things that from our families that, upbringing is what they teach us, what they ingrain in us when we are growing up, because that's how they learned. That's all they know. So a lot of generational patterns, what I'm getting to it, are going to be healed. Absolutely. Absolutely. The shift is so great, and the shift is just so wonderful that so many people are just going to feel exactly what they deserve to feel. And with that love and that unconditional love and that clearing of all of those older, what do you call it? That old paradigm that is no longer valid anymore. The world is going to shift, and we're all going to shift with it in our own way, at our own level, as we all have our own, we're all on our own spiritual journey to a certain path, to a certain extent. And excuse me, and our growth is dependent on how much we accept and how much we do the inner work. Unconditional love, gratitude, being of service to others as a simple gesture is, hey, how you doing? And I'm one that's bad at that. Sometimes, I get a text message and I'm like, okay, let me just finish this, and I'm going to shoot a text back. Sometimes I get distracted. Sometimes, it's life. We get it. It happens to everybody. But sometimes, when we're sitting down and we need to make that attempt to be able to reach out to those that we love, that we care about. Even a kind word. I see things on Facebook and I'm just kind of like, or whatever, I do limit my time on Facebook and Instagram, that kind of thing. But I do, unless it's my shows. I love my shows. I'm all about it. But when we limit those things, especially right now, dude, I'm going to limit my time because everybody has an opinion and there's some that are still upset. So once the dust settles, yeah, man, life is good. But my whole thing is about praising the good and understanding that, yeah, we've all been through some stuff in the past 4 years. We've all had to endure this, and that, or whatever. But as long as we have faith in each other and we continue to love ourselves and be able to be forgive, we are able to forgive and see past all the illusions of what we're supposed to be and how we're supposed to be and who we're supposed to be with, and all those certain things. I mean, life gets beautiful with the 11/11 portal coming up this coming week, Wednesday, this week, yeah. It begins. And then in December again, we're going to have like a whole spiritual, I believe it's on the 21st. It's almost like what are they calling it? It's like a spiritual blast, a spiritual, because we have so many things going on. Plus we have an eclipse coming up, I think, in December as well. So, but anyways, whenever we stand in our truth and we're able to love from the inside, that unconditional love that we have for ourselves, it radiates out to those around us, and the love that we have for ourselves, it begins to show. It begins to show. And I think a lot of the times that we sense fear. Fear is only an illusion. Fear is something that is meant to bring you out of your comfort zone, to make you rise to the challenge. It was never meant for us to cripple ourselves or to make us remain in stagnant situations or stagnant energies or lower vibrational energies. Fear is something that is supposed to pole vault us forward, because it lets us know that, you know what, I'm leveling up. I'm going to move forward. Regardless of how I feel about this, you know what is the worst thing that somebody could say, or something, it could be a no. Okay, so what? Let's move forward. Let's figure it out. It's just not meant for you. To try and try and try and try is a beautiful thing. Trust me. I speak from experience. Hi, Paulette. Thank you for coming to the show. It's a beautiful Saturday. It rained. The world is renewing. Mother Earth is extremely happy today. She is in the shift of a lifetime. I don't know. I feel wonderful. The energies that are just around are just like so lovely. Even the spirits are happy. A lot of things are going on that most people won't understand. For those of us that are sensitive, we're just like, yee! The veil has been lifted and we're able to move back to a much easier time in our activations, and it's not going to be such a rough ride now. It should be a much smoother ride, which I think a lot of us are going to slide into home plate real quick, real soon. It's a very good feeling of confidence. It's also a very good feeling of love. And the shift is just phenomenal. It was like all night. I was like awake till late last night. Then I woke up early this morning, and I'm just laying here and I heard the rain and I thought to myself, man, you talk about a fresh start. You talk about a synchronicity of, all that going out yesterday and the freshness of, you could smell it in the air, in the wind, and just the way the rain hits the ground. It's very cleansing. It's very natural. And it takes us back to a place where we are easier to understand how simple life can truly be. How we can step back into our power and not feel like, I can't do this anymore. Or, you know what I mean? Like we're able to step in our power and just continue without looking back. This is the ignition. Oh yeah. No, I said rain. Just like when the rain hits the ground, it's a dance from the skies on Mother Earth, in order to awaken the spiritual energy of Mother Earth, and it's a celebration of things to come. That's what Spirit just said to me. Mother Earth has reached out to us, and her roots are clearing, and the rain has awakened her spirit to much greater things. too much cleaner water, too much more clarity in people's heads. The energy that rises from her earth, from her heart, will also be absolutely abundant for those that walk in her world, and also for those that walk with that beautiful side of her. You know, we walk to the store, you know, we get out of our car, we drive, we walk to the store, you know, we get out of our car, we walk to the store, and we're just like, but none of us really focus on, wow, that ground underneath me is sending me healing and loving energy that is going to continue to keep me grounded, to keep me with energies that are more than just my own. And those energies are going to clear me from anything that no longer suits my best and highest good for myself, my family, and all of evolution. So when we also look at those energies, we embrace them, we show gratitude for them, and we also send her back that same healing. We plant trees, we plant flowers in her to make her look beautiful. We clean up her waters. People go, you know, groups get together, they clear the beaches. So this is a huge transition for everybody. I want you to understand how huge this transition is for many of us, for all of evolution. The healing of the animals, the, you know, for what people do, for the different things that go around the world, you know, for when it comes to things of animals and stuff like that. I signed a lot of petitions. I signed some this morning. What people are doing, I have no freaking idea. I don't know exactly why they do what they do. Well, I mean, I pretty much, I know, but I'm not going to get into that here. But we pray. I pray. I sign the petitions. I ask that the universe, the angels come in and help heal these, I don't know, these twisted souls that cause harm to them, you know, themselves, their families, and all of evolution. Because that's what we need to do. We need to help and we need to pray for them. Yes, sometimes people are not able to forgive for certain things. Yes, I get it. I fully get it. It's called free will. It's all you. But at the same time, we need to understand that, you know what created that tragedy or created that instance and that person or whatever that situation may be, if they would have had somebody there for them at that time to help heal those emotions, would they still be the same person that they are today? That had done those things or whatever their situation may be. Yesterday, I joined a meditation group. It was truly amazing. It was a lot of healing that went on there. It was, people talked about their unfortunate tragedies that happened in their life. But the form of meditation that he did, his name is, it's on Instagram, Michael Meditates. Beautiful person. And it's truly amazing because he had brought so much healing in just that one session yesterday through song, through meditation. When we got done, and just by talking, just when we got done, I completely felt like this other level of just like healing that had happened. And he's been kind of after me for a while, and I've been trying to get, you know, but just the timing didn't happen. And finally yesterday we met up and we did a live meetup with a group of ladies and, you know, himself, you know, group of people. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So we heal ourselves through many different aspects, through different ways. And when we release those things, whenever we feel like we are stepping out of our power, the thing that he really put up front was a horrible time in his life when he was a child, that how music had taken him back to a place of happiness, of uplifting his spirit. It just took him to another world, and it made him realize just how wonderful he truly was and how he truly is. it was through his work and through his knowledge of this may be what's going on here right now, but I'm worthy. I'm wonderful. I am, all these wonderful things. And that's one of the things too, is that I am just absolutely beautiful. I am worthy. Oh, Louise, go ahead, sweetheart. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we can talk later. No worries. You know where to find me. You know how to find me. No worries, sweetheart. Take care, sweetheart. Love you. So anyways, we look at the energies and we realize that sometimes things in our past have been, we've carried that, with us for so long or whatever. There's just certain things we need to release. So a lot of that is we call, and this is another message I received, is to call on our archangels as well, and to ask them to help us release those lower vibrational energies, or to help us work through those emotions that we really want to release, because this is the time. This is the time. I know a lot of people ask for prayers. They go to church, or sometimes they just speak out. Oh Lord, please help me, or whatever it may be. Call on the archangels. Call on Archangel Michael to help you to cut those cords that no longer serve your highest, and best good for yourself, your family, and all of evolution. Call on Archangel Raphael to help you with relationships in your families, or relationships, period, in all aspects of your life. Call on those archangels to help and to guide you, and they will bring you the answers. They will help you, they will guide you in the best way possible that they can, as long as you're able to receive those messages and put in the work. Sometimes it's inner work that you may not be ready for, but it's all good. Sometimes even baby steps is still good. As long as you're taking a step forward, that's still progress, okay? So, with that being said, let me just stretch on that. That energy is just so nice today. That energy, that healing energy, that good, that releasing that stuff that doesn't serve your best and highest good, it just flows. I'm like so relaxed right now. I'm so comfortable. So now, I don't know, is there anybody that would like a reading today? I see I'm at 42 minutes. So I don't know if anybody wants a reading, or if anybody's just kind of hanging out, just doing their thing. We had a really good show this past week too. We had Lady T, who's going to start doing some Tuesday shows on our psychic fixes. On Tuesdays, I can't remember the time. I think it was like at 11 a.m. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. But anyways, it's going to be super cool. Super cool. She does a dream interpretation. Some big stuff, man. Some big stuff. So, okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, let me just step into my oh. Okay. Okay, Kate. Kate was our winner last night too. Kate has like wonderful energy, because Kate's one of those that likes to the first word that comes to me, Kate, when I think of you and I tap into your energy, it's purpose. When I speak of the word purpose, it means that there's a drive that is just so phenomenal. It's something that it's very loving, but at the same time, it's like the beacon to many different, like you're one that nurtures, but also seeing I'm seeing, oh God, I can't think of it. What the heck is it? It's what do you call it? Light tower. You're one that guides in the ships so that they don't crash. So you're a full-on nurturer, but at the same time, you know what? You need to be nurtured yourself, Kate. I can totally see that you're looking for some different avenues, which is really good, because I see like growth coming too. I mean, oh my gosh. and see, this is what's so phenomenal. This is what I love about doing this, because this time of year, this in this moment right here, right now, is like a lot of people are going to see so much growth going on in their, not only in their spiritual life, but also in the life of their everyday life, their simple life, their avatar life, your body life here, but also spirituality, meaning your beliefs, stepping out of your comfort zone, but also at the same time, you're able to send out that healing white light to people. Um, at the same time, it's just so lovely. Honestly, today, from yesterday to today, a lot of activations took place, a lot of upgrades, a lot of information has been coming down, and a lot of people are actually not afraid to step into their power. That's exactly what I wanted to say. My grandmother's like, land the plane. And this is what's so wonderful about the energy that you're carrying today. It's much different than yesterday. It's still beautiful, but it's upgraded. When I look at your energy, it's just kind of like you're more relaxed today. You stepped into your power so much more. See, yeah, you even learned to say no last week. And this is something that not many people can do. See, even me, I was like, okay, you know what? I got you. I got you. I got you. Empty pot, not able to, give what I could because I was just so depleted inside. It's just one of those things. So, Kate, man, the transition is beautiful for you. I see good, wonderful things for you. Work. You're going to meet some new friends, like your tribe is going to start showing up to you. You're going to just really have such a wonderful, wonderful time. You're going to start looking outside the box. I see you in a whole different kind of bookstore, news stores, just totally expanding out, completely out of your comfort zone. And that is such a beautiful thing because all it takes is one step into a different direction and boom, everything moves in motion into that aspect, meaning of growth, for life fulfillment, life purpose, those kind of things. So, man, it's beautiful. It's good things. And the more that you're able to take back your energy from places where you left it that no longer serve its best and highest good, when you call back your life force energy to yourself, that energy becomes even more stellar within you, and you're able to be more of yourself, if that makes sense. You're able to call back that life force energy, and you're able to be whole again. Sometimes when we go places, we leave little splinters of ourselves that they never didn't necessarily end up somewhere. They kind of like, it's like shooting that dud that kind of like we sent out the energy and it kind of just like fizzled out, didn't go nowhere. That's the stuff we want to call back. That's that energy we call back to ourselves, and we're able to replenish it as we ground ourselves through Mother Earth. And we thank her for that energy. We thank her for allowing us to step back into our power with those little splintered pieces of ourselves that we might have left years and years ago at places that just, it didn't go anywhere. We release ourselves from those ties that we no longer have or want or don't even acknowledge that we're tied to. So it's a beautiful power you stand in, JK. It was lovely before, but today it's like leveled up, sister. Good things are coming. I bless you and I leave you with that. Okay, Marianne, I see you doing something new with your life, a job. It's also something very nurturing with children, something where you're able to do all sorts of different things. Top shelf stuff. We're talking like, you're going to be able to travel. You're going to be able to do even more of what this new year is going to allow you to step into your power a lot more. But don't think too hard about it. Just think about just being. It's weird because I see you doing so many things, but you're going to have so many things coming out, so many different avenues, so many different opportunities that at the same time, you're just like, don't overthink them. Don't overthink them. The ones that come at you, go with your heart. I see you going with your heart. The feeling of like, okay, is this long-term or is this short-term? There's nothing wrong with long-term or short-term. But in the short term of it, will it be fulfilling for you? Meaning, will you be able to reach the crowd that you want to reach, and it's not even about money for you either, because that will automatically happen. It will automatically happen. So wherever your intention is where you can do the best and highest good for yourself, your family, and all of evolution, when you're able to tap into that energy of being able to fulfill that, those slots, even just like me, even if I help one person, I've done my job. Even if I'm able just to help one person, I've done my job. See that rainbow coming through right here? Okay, now my grandmother's just being funny and moving the curtain, right? But you'll see a rainbow coming right here. Wait. I'm not cool like that. I don't know how to. I don't know. Anyways, there's kind of like a rainbow. Wait. See? Right here in my hand. There you go. That's the universe saying that it's all you, sister. The vibration today is much higher. It's much healthier. And it's actually, that's a sign. Synchronicity. See it? Big things are happening. Big things are happening. And I want you guys all to know, especially you, Kate, and Marianne, the work that you're going to do is going to be something that's super amazing. And it's like the finish line. For you, Marianne, it's absolutely finish line stuff. It's top shelf stuff. The lives, the families, it's very strong with children. So you know what? You know exactly where your heart is leading you. Just step into your power. Follow your heart. And just knowing, you know exactly where you want to go. I mean, this is just one of those things. I know I just may be that confirmation for you right here, that rainbow coming into my bedroom right now. If that's not a confirmation, sister, I don't know what is. So I hope that that helps you. I hope that you are able to, kind of look at that and see that, you know what, okay, this is a confirmation that you needed. Today is a new day for everybody, including myself. When we focus on the good and when we focus on the healing and how do we move forward, just taking that step forward is a beautiful thing. Being able to step into our power, being able to remember how wonderful we are, how loved, truly loved we are. And there's times during my day, like in our meditation we do in the morning, I like to sit here and I envision, the universe shows me, I envision these hearts, big, beautiful red hearts, just coming at me. And that's unconditional love. And it's in a circle. And I just see these hearts, they just come at me from people that are sending me love from different parts of the world, people I speak with, people I just know, even unconditional love. Me as a light worker, Keith as a light worker, we send out love to each and everybody. We send unconditional love to ourselves, our families, and all of evolution. And those hearts go. And just like we do that, other people do that to us as well. So we embrace those hearts. We allow that to come in, because not only are we givers and we're healers in that way, but we also have to learn how to receive that. Because a lot of us, I know myself back in the day, it was just like, oh, those things come in and we're just kind of like, oh, okay, people want to, help us out. We're like, no, it's okay. You know what? You save it for your family. Like, no. We have to also acknowledge the fact that we are deserving just as much as anybody else is. So when we embrace those hearts coming in, like I send love to each and every one of you. I'm sending you all hearts, healing energies, taking all those, things out of there that just kind of don't belong. It's a beautiful thing. So when we're able to embrace that, and we acknowledge the hearts and we acknowledge the love, the unconditional love that comes to us, it fills our hearts. And we're able to share that with each and every one in our lives, around the world, all those kind of things. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful feeling. So hi, Kayla. Hello, kiddo. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Today is a new day. It's a day of healing. It's a day of moving forward. It's a day of cleansing. As the rainbow in my room is telling you that. That's so chirpy. there's like nothing in my window either. It's just a curtain, a black curtain at that. Anyways, I bless you all with the best, the love, the great. I mean, anything, anything and everything you want in your life, you could totally have. It's such a wonderful feeling. So I hope you guys all have a beautiful rest of your Saturday. Don't forget Monday meditation. Wednesday, we're going to have the death doula on with us. And she is absolutely very lovely. I haven't actually met her yet, but I'm very interested in that because I have done some of that myself. I'm not like certified or, that kind of thing. It's just came natural to me. It's something that I've done a few times. But anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that great things are coming for all of you that are out there that I hope this resonated with you. I hope it helps you in your day. I hope it just the kind words or even something that may trigger you to move forward in a happy and abundant, very prosperous life. And for those of you that that know me or have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything, you know how to reach me at Carla Lievanos Fishinghawk on Facebook. I don't know if I told you guys, but I have a YouTube page where my videos automatically go to. It's Carla Fishinghawk. I bless you guys. I think you guys are the bee's knees. You guys are awesome. Have a safe Sunday tomorrow and stay blessed. I love you all. Thank you.